What's up, everybody? Colin here with Techout, and today we're going to be talking about the new MacBook Neo. A lot of controversy when this computer came out when it was released by Apple earlier this morning, and a lot of that has to do with the RAM being 8 gigs, but I just want to go over the specs real quick. It is going to be a basic form factor computer here, nothing special. No, it's not pro level. It is an A18 Pro chip. Starts at 256 gigs of storage with 8 gigs of RAM. That's the only RAM option you can get. Starts at $599. For an extra $100, you can go up to 512 gigs of storage, and that also gives you Touch ID on the keyboard. If you go with the base $599 when it just has the little lock key on the keyboard like Apple's wireless Magic keyboards. Now, I think that still has a market. I think that these are going to be really marketable towards schools and places that kind of hand out computers for temporary usage, where 256 gigs is not going to be an issue because a lot of stuff is going to be stored on network storage or not stored on the computer locally itself, and where the same person is not going to be using the same computer all the time, so there's no purpose in setting up Touch ID. And then if you want to go, if you're like a college student or something like that, $100 more, get the 512, you've got Touch ID. It's going to be a perfect computer, in my opinion, for, document processing, email, web browsing, maybe completing some online classes and stuff like that, where you're not doing a lot of pro level work. If you're not in college doing video editing or photo editing or, coding or anything like that, and you just need like a basic, say you've been doing your work on an iPad this whole time. This is going to be the perfect macOS experience to pair with an iPad, or even just use standalone if you're not the tablet kind of person. This is just an entry-level Mac, so you can use macOS, you can run macOS programs, but you're not going to be paying, $1,000+ for a MacBook Air. Now that the M5 MacBook Air starts at, $1,099, that's $512. So even if you get a $512 MacBook Neo, you're still a few $100s cheaper. You don't get a backlit keyboard. You don't get a Force Touch trackpad. You're limited on the ports. It does not have MagSafe. It's got 2 USB-C ports. One of them is USB 3. One of them is USB 2. So a little bit slower. But if you are just plugging in the computer, charging it, using it, maybe you're plugging in a printer from time to time, again, for college students or students like that need to print out work or something like that every once in a while, and their printer may not be wireless. You can plug in for that, or just plug in for the basic, basic stuff. You don't need Thunderbolt 5 and all that kind of stuff like you're going to get on a MacBook Pro, $2,000+. So I think this is really going to be marketable towards the education market in terms of schools themselves, and the education market in terms of, high school students, students going into college, stuff like that don't need a pro level machine and don't want to spend that kind of money to only use, the computer to a little bit of its potential. I think it's going to be great for that. You can tell by the colors that it's marketed towards the younger generation. It's like a light pink, a lime green, like a dark navy blue, and a silver. It doesn't have Wi-Fi 7. It does not, it's got Wi-Fi 6, which is still, pretty decent. You're not going to be, again, schools and stuff like that, colleges, most of them are not running, the latest and greatest in terms of Wi-Fi. So you're not going to need, there's not going to really need, be a point in Wi-Fi 7. Even here at home, I'm still using Wi-Fi 6, and I'm just going to start getting some Wi-Fi 7 access points here in the next few months. So again, it's cost conscious, and it does not have a bunch of stuff that these people aren't going to need. So perfect computer, in my opinion, for that kind of stuff. I've seen a lot of people online concerned about the 8 gigs of RAM and concerned about a lot of the stuff that it doesn't have. But a lot of that is coming from people who are using, $4,000 and $5,000 spec'd out MacBook Pros for their work, and that's the kind of computer they need to do their work. There is a market, I think, for a sub $1,000 MacBook without some of that stuff, and I think that Apple has realized that, and I think that that's why they've released this computer. So we'll see how well it sells. I may pick one up to try out, because I have had a MacBook Air in the past, and I have had a MacBook Pro in the past, and I didn't use it a whole lot, and I don't feel like I used it to its full potential, either one of them. So I think I might try one of these just for, if I'm sitting in my room and I want to do some web browsing, or reply to some emails or stuff like that. And obviously then I'll use my Mac Studio for video editing like I do now. That'll be my main, hard work machine, whereas I can reply to some emails, web browsing, check some stuff on YouTube analytics, reply to comments, that kind of thing. Have the keyboard, have the computer, have the full macOS experience. Because that's one thing I wish my iPad, I feel like the web browsing and stuff like that and running stuff like that, I would prefer a full desktop OS as opposed to iPad OS when I'm doing stuff like that. I just feel like stuff loads better. I don't know. It's just my opinion on that. I mean, I can go to like YouTube Studio and stuff like that just fine in Safari on my iPad, but I feel like a lot of stuff is just more suited for a desktop with a trackpad and keyboard as opposed to a touch interface like iPad OS when you're doing things on Safari and running things like that. And I think that this would be kind of the happy medium between my iPad and my Mac Studio that I've been kind of missing. So I might check one out. They come out on the 11th. So I'll see. I might not pick one up right away. I might watch some of the reviews and see how they perform exactly, and then check one out, and maybe I'll put out a video for you guys. Let me know if that's something you want to see on the channel, and leave your comments and opinions on the MacBook Neo down in the comments section. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Have a great day.